Test one, test two, test one, test two. This is Lance the Lush. Now, it's not letting me, for some strange reason, pull up a chat screen. I can't stand that. Let me see. Let me try one more thing before we get started here. See if it lets me have a chat screen. And it is not. So let me hit pause here. Sorry about that, folks. Let's see here. Manage. That's okay. That's okay. You know how it goes, folks. Now, we're going to get started here. This is Lance the Lush. Get to the right screen. This is the review of the Dayton the Dayton Beer Company's Oregon Alley IPA. And this is run number 1. And hopefully this goes well. So, like I said, I've never done it on YouTube before. So you can get a couple laughs out of this as you watch. So keep that in mind. And I gotta keep checking that because I'm not totally sure. Let me check one more thing before I get started here. Let's see here. Go into the live control room. And it's not going to let me, and I totally apologize for that. I guess it's just not going to let me. And I totally apologize for that. For no chat, no problem. So here we go. Check one more thing. There we go. Hey everybody, it's Lance the Lush, and we're live today. Now, Lush fans, I have never done a YouTube live one. I take that back. I think I did one other one. I just wasn't happy. So I'm going to try this again. And today we're talking about the Dayton Beer Company's Oregon Alley IPA. Now, Lush fans, I'm going to be the first person to admit, I meant to do this review a week ago. I honestly did. And it's one of those situations where this Lush just got lazy. And I totally apologize for that. Now, I will be the first person to admit I had 1 out of the 6-pack. And it's one of those ones where it was kind of like I had it right after I did the Mucky Duck reviews. So it was kind of I could taste it, but I couldn't taste it. Now, I will say going in, the alcohol by volume is 8% and the IBUs are 9. Now, the one review I did that did pop up here in the last few days was from Dr. Dave, the Beer Professor. Now, he had talked about it in depth. Now, when this video gets actually posted to be a regular review, I'll make sure I put a link to his in the description below. But he did bring something up, and I noticed this when I purchased it. Now, it said, and I'm not sure if this is a born on dating can speak or a drink by. It says 7/25/2016. So I'm not sure if it's drink by July 25th or is created on July 25th of this year. That I'm not totally sure. Sorry about that. I had to check the sound. So we're going to find out. Now, according to their official webpage, it says hops. Brewed with a whopping 4 pounds of hops per barrel, our Imperial IPA delivers and then some for the hoppy, bitter goodness, highlighting Centennial, Zeus, Cascade, Crystal, and Zydos hops. Now, according to this, it was a 2015 All-Tech Commonwealth Cup bronze medal winner, and it said in 2004 it was the King of Ohio IPA Challenge, Dayton's best IPA and top 15 IPA in Ohio. That's off the official webpage. Now, this is something for me that I've never had before up to last week. It's something to where we'll find out right now how it is. Now, I'm going to jump back to the right page, and I apologize, folks. So it's, as we get going here. Now, if you're wondering, Oregon Alley, now, I'm assuming they're referring to the Oregon district below now. So it's one of those ones to where, if I go to a different screen, and that's a different one, and I apologize for that, Running live when you're by yourself, it's definitely different, Lush fans. So it's one of those ones to where, hey, it happens, especially when you're by yourself. But that's neither here or there. Now, the first thing I noticed, it gave me some feedback immediately, and I have done nothing to that can. That's why I had to pour it immediately, and I apologize for that. Now, the one thing I do notice this at first, I got a lot of head, and this can was sitting in front of the monitor stationary. You see me bump the cage, or bump the cage, bump the desk. It's one of those ones to where I was just not expecting that at first, And you know what? That happens. It really, really does. Now, the thing I do notice, I got some head retention. I'm getting about 4 fingers ahead, and yes, I know I poured that wrong. I know that for a fact, Lush fans. But that's the first thing I do notice. Now, as far as like IPAs, head retention is a funny thing. A lot of people like that, and a lot of people don't. There's really no in between. I guess it really depends on the person. It really, really, really does. Now, I will notice on the smell, it definitely got some hops to it. Now, it's being an Imperial, the first thing that pops out is Centennial hops. That's the first thing that pop out. Now, it's not that super, super strong, even though the IBUs are 99. You definitely get it. I do get a little bit of Zeus, but it's more in the background, so to speak. And I go for the taste. And before I do, let me talk about the look. When I'm looking directly, I'm trying to look through my glass to the camera, and I can't see anything. So it's definitely an IPA, an Imperial IPA, excuse me. We go for the taste. Okay. The best way to describe it is this. And yes, I know I keep looking at my monitor, but I keep flipping back and forth to make sure this stream doesn't drop at all. The first thing I noticed is it's kind of on the flat side. And that was my biggest fear. I think it might be one of the ones where this was canned on July the 25th this year. I mean, it's not totally flat. It did hold a lot being a can. And Dr. Dayton, the beer professor, talked about that also in his video. It's not as fresh as I want it to be. I mean, like, something like this, I want one within the first 45 days. I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm saying that's one of those ones to where you're going to have that, So it's something to where if you can catch it fresh, definitely get it. I'm trying to think of anything else as far as characteristic. I can't speak today, Lush fans. I have no idea why. And this is my first one, so it's not the fact that I'm tipsy or anything. Now the hops, I think it's toned down, and I think because the age of it itself. Now it's more floral than anything else. If I had to compare it to something, I'd probably have to compare it probably to Millersburg French Ridge. As far as that hoppiness, I don't know. Now I'm looking at the can. I'm trying to see if I find anything. Let's see. Not satisfied yet. Then the dry hop with 3 different varieties. Let's see here. It's an OA IPA. Excuse me. This is created like a double IPA. Even though I suspect it really isn't. I think it would after that type of hoppiness. Not saying that is bad, Lush fans, but it's really, really, really good. But like I said, I wanted it a little bit fresher, and that comes to my how many chokaboos I'm going to give it. Now look, it's going to take a hit because, let's be real, it's one of those ones to where I wish I had it fresher. I really, really, really did. And I totally apologize for that. I don't know why that happens to my coaster. That's just one of those things as I check my sound again. Now, I'm definitely giving it 3.5 chokaboos, and a lot of it has to do to where I just want it fresh. That's all it is. I want it a little bit fresher, and I totally apologize for that. Not saying that it's bad, but it can definitely be better just on the age. Well, Lush fans, you watched me totally butcher this live stream. Now, I want to thank you for watching. This is the Dayton Beer Company's Oregon Alley IPA. And I apologize, I always get them backwards, but that's what it is. And stay tuned for our less butchered edition of Lance the Lush. And folks, that is it for the live stream. I hope you enjoyed it. And always be careful and remember, as I sign off, fear the root.